This resume for a senior level role finally got multiple interviews within days from my client after she had been applying for over 6 months and barely heard back from anyone. She didn't have to mass apply or start reaching out to a ton of recruiters on LinkedIn. There were 3 key changes that were made to this resume, and I'm going to show you exactly what they are so you can easily apply it to yours. Because if you have the right experience, you should be getting interviews, even in this terrible job market. So the first change was critical, and that was adding the right amount of details so that it was very clear what her level was in terms of her seniority, how much she was responsible for, and her impact, her achievements. And this is the exact level of details that I always include for resumes that I rewrite for my clients. And I also include them in my templates because recruiters and hiring managers are just scanning resumes initially for a few seconds, and they are looking for that information so they can understand if you can achieve the goals that they're trying to achieve and solve the problems that they need to solve. The next change was something to avoid triggering age bias, and that was removing older roles that weren't directly relevant to what she's applying for. It's best to typically focus on the last 10, maybe 15 years, and either remove older roles or put them in an additional work experience section. That way you have room to emphasize and expand on the most recent relevant roles, which is what people are going to focus on. And the last update is something that a lot of people might be surprised about, but that was removing the key achievements section. Now, achievements are critical on your resume and you want to include them, but separating them creates more work for someone looking at your resume because now they have to figure out which achievement ties to which role. And again, if someone's looking at your resume for just a few seconds, you want to give them all the information that they're looking for quickly. So definitely keep the achievements, but put them under the relevant role. It's that type of structure and that level of detail that makes a difference between being ignored and getting hired.